know what this is. Y'all see this? This is what Shedeur doing right now, an hour ago. Shedeur is in the gym. He ain't in the gym play. Shedeur is letting you know subliminally he coming. He coming. He's coming. Be prepared. Be ready. He is coming. He ain't been saying a lot on the internet. He ain't been dropping no videos. He ain't been to Colorado. But y'all see what he just posted an hour ago. This was 60 minutes ago today. He let us know power moves coming. He working. This ain't no time for play. All the play could go over there. We over here working. We don't care about no damn Deshaun Watson. We don't care about none of these things y'all talking about. Only thing we care about is winning. And that's something this young man has been doing since high school, is winning football games. And I be damned if the Cleveland Brown media is going to sit here and not talk about this. Because I bet you one thing, though, y'all. I bet you they ain't going to talk about this. I bet you tomorrow morning on 92, because I know some of y'all watch it. On 92 The Fan, even ESPN Cleveland, the Ultimate Cleveland Brown Show, they might watch. The Ultimate Cleveland Brown Show might talk about this because they talk about what I talk about. That's why I be taking a break, because I want to see what they going to say. Or do they need me to help them report on what they got to report on? Somebody said they don't have enough to pay Ty Simpson. Bruh, he on a rookie deal. They can get him, bruh. He knows those demons are against him. They definitely against him. Bro, this is the type of post where a picture is worth 1,000 words. Because despite what everybody's saying in Cleveland, despite all of these things, this young man is in the gym working. He ain't said nothing. He just posted a picture. Last time we heard from Shedeur was 2 days ago when he said this. He retweeted this. Saw no results, still woke up and chased them. Y'all know who say that. See, all the real ones, y'all should know who say that. Oh, Sakin say that. This was the last time we heard from Shedeur. He ain't said nothing. But he's subliminally talking, letting us know what he's doing. Now, shifting gears here. See, this is what the people need to do to people like Jason Lloyd. Listen to this.
Real quick. So the problem for you, Mr. Jason Lloyd, is everything that you're saying, there are all pros and pros that break down film that can refute what you're saying, and we can see it. You kind of acting like the government right now. You know what I'm saying?
What are you watching in film that refutes what I'm saying?
So there are,
because I can show you a Deshaun Kaiser highlight reel from his rookie year where you would think he's an All-Pro.
Oh,
and that
I'm
was
not
his
talking
1 year
about
as a starter.
Deshaun Kaiser. I'm talking about Shedeur Sanders. There are different people on the internet that break down his film, and Chase Daniel, one of them. You know what I'm saying? He my quarterback from Missouri. He break down film to refute things that you say, and there are other quarterback coaches that break down that refutes what you're saying.
Is Chase Daniel in the Browns locker room?
So I'm getting to that point right there.
You better hurry up.
There are other people online. Whenever they say good things about Shedeur, they bring names. You bring I heard.
Answer the man, Jason.
I mean, I don't know what you want other than my track record of 25 years.
See, this is why, right? This is why these Cleveland Brown media people, when it come to real people, I'ma just say real hitters. When it come to real hitters, they don't want to see us on the platforms. They want to hang the phone up on old boy. They don't even want to talk. This is why they don't like people like me. They don't like real hitters. You know, this is why you don't see Liquidator on people's shows. This is why I'm a real hitter. And you better be about that action on that microphone. Because if you ain't about that action, they're going to hang up the phone. They're going to mute you. They're going to do all these different things. Because they ain't about what they be talking about. Now, let's finish listening to homeboy. Finish listening to the homeboy. Talk to this man. Because as of right now, he want to hang the phone up.
I don't know what else to say.
I mean, the people who say good things about Shedeur, they name names, and we
Answer the man, Jason.
I mean, I don't know what you want other than my track record of 25 years. Like, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, the people who say good things about Shedeur, they name names, and we can see them online.
Because
the mystery people that you talk to, you don't put a name to whoever you talking to.
Okay. All right.
Thoughts?
No.
You're not going to answer the man?
What do you want me to say, Ken?
Jovan, thank you very much.
I showed you the text during the break.
I don't want to see the text.
Did I show you the text
I'm not
during the break?
answering that question.
Did I show you the text during the break?
I do not
yes
recall.
Yes or no?
I do not
yes
recall.
Yes or no? Yeah, you saw the text.
Fifth Amendment.
I invoke my right to invoke the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never had to say it, so I don't know how to say it.
Exactly. Like, come on.
So that was a couple weeks ago, right? When the gentleman from Missouri called up there. Now, you would think after Jason Lloyd had that type of situation, he wouldn't say nothing messed up about Shedeur. But I'm here to tell you, he did it again recently, today. Or yes, no, I believe he did this today. Now, I'm about to play this clip. I'm finna play this clip from y'all from today. Now, this was on the Ultimate Cleveland Browns show today. Let's play this
What
clip.
would it take for you? What would you need to see that would be the most important where you would go and say, after 2026, I think the Browns might have found a quarterback? What does he have to do statistically or and specifically for you, the eye test as well?
Does the offense pull its weight? Number one, because the offense didn't pull its weight last year. So is the offense functioning at a high level? Is it thriving? And this goes back to what I said. You know when you see it.
Right.
Is he throwing picks on early downs? Is he taking sacks on late downs? Is he holding on to the ball too long? Now there's quarterbacks. Caleb Williams holds onto the ball really long, and then he makes really good things happen at the end. Part of the reason, if his advanced metrics were great, everybody would love him. The fact that they aren't good is why everyone's like, screw them, they don't mean anything. Well, the reason.
Who is everybody? Fuck advanced metrics. Be a little bit more detailed. This was from today. He's talking about advanced metrics. He's talking about all these different scenarios, all of these different things. But he's not making any sense. Because last I checked, Shedeur was holding on to the ball because he was running for his life because he ain't had no offensive line in like 3-4 years. That's what I thought. The last few teams Shedeur played for, when he was in Colorado, it was the worst offensive line in college. What was the Cleveland Browns offensive line last year, y'all? Tell me I'm lying. Did the Cleveland Browns not have the worst offensive line last year? Yes or no? Tell me I'm lying. When he was at Colorado, did the Buffs not have the worst offensive line? Tell me I'm lying. I'm sick of them, bruh. He hung on to the ball too long. He's throwing picks. Why? Why is he doing these? Be more detailed, player. Y'all get on these shows with these damn platforms. Y'all be on here lying to the people. Why he holding on to the ball so long? How is the offensive line? I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Joe Paterno because he was on that horrible-ass offensive line too. He was out there too. That was the worst offensive line in the damn league. Want to hear nothing about him holding on to the ball too long, throwing picks. The hell y'all talking about, bruh? Y'all on, bruh, in Cleveland, bruh. They talking about, bruh, but let's finish listening.
The reason they got there is because he was throwing interceptions on early downs and he was taking sacks on late downs. And when you take sacks on late downs, it takes you out of field goal range. It takes you out of the ability to go for it on fourth down. This is all the game of on third down. Do you put yourself in position to go for it on fourth down now, or if you take a sack on 3rd and 4, well now it's 4th and 8. Now you got to punt. So it's those times.
Mr. Jason Lloyd. Why did the Browns have to punt the ball so much? Why did they struggle on 3rd down, Mr. Jason Lloyd? They struggled on 3rd down with Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur. Why is that? Why come the Browns couldn't score 20 points for like the first 5 games? Why come, Mr. Jason Lloyd? Why come they was one of the worst teams on 3rd down way before Shedeur ever got to play? But now, since Shedeur the quarterback, it's a problem. There's an issue here. Fuck the offensive line. He's the problem. Because that's what you're telling the people in Cleveland. You're telling the people our offensive line wasn't really that bad. Shedeur was the problem. Shedeur threw 10 interceptions. It's not the wide receiver's fault that they didn't catch the ball. Tell the truth. If you're going to get on here, tell it all. Don't get on here and say he the problem and he threw 10 interceptions. He had a passer rating of 56%. Tell all the story. See, that's what bothers me, is that they get on here and they try to convince the people in Cleveland that Shedeur is a liability. He's not an asset. He's a liability. He must not be too much of a liability because they damn sure keeping him. I have not read a report yet from nobody. See, this is what the Browns media is scared to tell us. They ain't going to tell us that they ain't finna get rid of Shedeur. No. They're not finna tell us that they finna trade Shedeur. Want to know why? Because they know it's something there. Todd Monken, Andrew Berry, yeah, granted, they going to mess up and get other quarterbacks. They're going to do all of these set things that they said they going to do. But I tell you one thing for sure, they ain't finna let go of Shedeur. Tell me I'm lying. Let me know, have y'all seen an article today? Have y'all seen a media person today? They talk all this stuff about Shedeur daily. Daily. Oh, he this, he that, he all these different set things. But I don't think I heard, time the Browns finna get rid of Shedeur. Why? Why? Why they ain't getting rid of Shedeur? Hell, we're even hearing that they finna be drafting a quarterback in 27. Okay, if they draft a quarterback in 27, right? We hearing about things taking place next year. Why we ain't hearing about them getting rid of Shedeur? Y'all don't think that's a little weird? Because I think that's a little weird. Somebody said Browns are excellent at getting their players injured and having antenna pan their salary, i.e., Deshaun Watson, $46 million for years. Jason Lloyd is doing nothing but lying, and he act like the people is not watching the game. He's a fool. I want to tell you who he really is, but I won't. Tell it. Speak it. Speak your mind over here, dog. You can say what you want. Fuck them people. I'm going to tell it like it is. Let's
types of things. And that's why, again, it goes beyond the numbers. But does he have command? I do think that there's guys who believe in him. I've never doubted that at all. I just think that I see a lot more problems than I think